is morning after your... Unless you guys want to go back to the evening. I mean, completely up to you. But is there anything you wanted to do in the evening before?
Not really, no.
I think we're good.
Yeah.
Okay.
The only thing
back.
Ben, he wanted
Good
to
crash.
challenge the gym, but I mean, like, we got any night to do
not-
that.
Yeah, probably not tonight.
Okay. All
Good to
right.
crash.
You guys got in pretty late. Crashed after your extensive hike, and all went to sleep. You wake up in the morning a little bit sore from your adventure, but, none the worse for wear, just growing pains, as we've said. Your egg...
We did.
Except for Milo. He got
Yeah.
punched by a turtle.
That's true.
He did.
Yeah.
And I think we had last time where Milo got up. Didn't because he called his mom. We kind of. I'm trying to remember exactly where we left off. Oh man.
For my notes, all I really had for the last session was Milo got his badge in the morning, headed up to Volcano. Rescued Reggie, who slid down the mountain paths and passed out while his ponytail was freaking out. Went to the research station, talked to Zara, got info on how to find the Magmar. You blackmailed her, actually, on how to get the Magmar egg. Got the Magby egg, recorded it, so took a video of you getting the Magby egg and screaming your head off. Got also a Happiny egg, which at least you think is a Happiny egg, and headed back to town. That's all I have.
Okay. All right.
So.
That's fair. I
Pretty
knew
much.
I know I freaked out because I was like, oh shit, how long has it been? And you were saying something.
Yeah.
You said like that you planned on having her call right before his
Yes,
gym.
But I mean, you called her the previous morning. You called her.
Okay. All right.
When you were out for a
so it was that
jog,
morning.
I think.
Gotcha. Okay.
I
I thought that was this morning because that was kind of what I remembered him doing was going out for a jog. He came back. Kid got up. He had a message from his dad. You sent him a picture of the egg, right?
No, that was already after. So this all happened before you guys went to the volcano. Previous session, I'm pretty sure.
I mean, he sent him a picture of the egg.
Some of the...
He did.
After he got the egg.
You definitely sent your Doctor asked her a picture of the egg, but that was like after you guys had come back from the volcano, I think.
Which is right now.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Right?
I'm just saying, like, the following morning. Because you sent him a picture of the egg way back when you guys were still in the research station, and it was, like, that evening. And you were like, Father, what is this?
That's right. Okay.
And then you all walked down from the volcano and collapsed, because that was a lot.
Because it was a day. We
day.
climbed volcano and robbed a... Yes. Okay. Well then, I mean, Milo was just gonna go out to go for a run with
Of course.
Lou, probably. Do his morning, make them feel bad passively when he's really just exercising, and find a nice place to just sit, watch the ocean, and talk to his mom. He'll call her and tell her a curated version of their recent adventures.
Okay. Yeah.
There's something she doesn't need to know for her own sanity.
Yeah, he's not lying so much as omitting facts
Understandable.
that are possibly truths.
Understandable. Sure. Okay. Yeah.
But and then he'd come back, and I guess that would be what everybody else would be up to.
Kid is in the morning, because usually our order is typically Milo gets up first and asks crack of dawn, does his thing. He wakes up like an hour or so later, and then V whenever he wants after that. So when Kid wakes up, he's gonna basically hop on over to this table, vertically though, not horizontally.
Slide across the floor.
And he's gonna get all his Pokemon out and introduce them. Let them know, hey, we got a new recruit.
It's Egg.
A new little brother or sister for everybody. You guys are gonna be responsible for helping maintain and raise.
You literally sit your Pokemon down and go, guys, we're parents now.
He's doing it with all of them, but the actual like morning bonding thing, he's gonna be doing it specifically for Dwebble. He's gonna look Dwebble right in the eyes, and you're gonna be the big brother. I need you full tilt, ready to go at a moment's notice.
Incredible.
He's just giving him talk like you. I'm not downplaying Froakie. I'm not downplaying Zubat, but you're the big brother. You got to set a
You're
good
the man
example.
of the house.
Yeah, you got to be on full alert at all times now.
Incredible. Okay, I really like the fact that you are basically giving this responsibility talk to your Pokemon. Really super into this idea. I would like you to roll me a persuasion check.
Oh, yeah.
Yay!
Persuade Dwebble.
Okay.
Okay, that's really good. That's not bad.
Not bad.
So you sit down and have this very serious conversation with Dwebble, and honestly, he's kind of about it. He, at first, seems a little bit confused and concerned, and he kind of crawls over to the egg and taps on it a couple of times, and you explain that he's got to be gentle because it doesn't have a lot of, hit points. But slowly, the longer you talk, the more your Pokemon kind of gather around, and Dwebble begins to, kind of nod to itself a little bit. He's getting the idea. You have instilled in your Pokemon a sense of parental responsibility towards this egg.
He'll kind of like slap a fist against his own chest, like, "Don't worry, I'm right here with you guys. I just wanted to give you a heads up so you don't panic when you see us kind of like, protecting a random egg."
And we will protect the egg.
Honestly a very good thing to do, because you guys tend to go on a lot of adventures, so it's good that your Pokemon know about the fact that there might be things worth protecting other than you.
Things worth fighting for now, gang.
Yes, exactly. Things worth fighting for. Okay.
At some point through your talk with your Pokemon about the egg, V flipped over to the side, and he has just one arm hanging off this end of the bed, and he's just watching you with tired eyes.
Kid just has that it's a mix of excitement like you see a kid in a candy store, but also that overwhelming sense of responsibility at the same time. He's excited, but he also knows how serious it is. So it looks really weird, but he's pumped, and he's just trying to make sure his Pokemon are on the same page. That way, it's a new part of the team, a new part of the family. He's also not being quiet, so there's a good chance he might be getting a little bit louder than, regular talk.
Yeah, it probably woke V up, but he was more confused and interested in what the fuck you were doing than to complain about it. So he's just watching.
The whole conversation ends with Kid holding the egg up like Simba, and Froakie and Level holding their arms up like, yeah, and then Zubat just kind of fluttering around it.
V, would you like to be part of this interesting display that you are not entirely certain of?
He'll just raise the other hand weakly. Yay.
Okay.
Milo walks in, Simba up in the air.
Circle of life! Circle of life!
He's got a good healthy sweat on. Lou kind of drags himself in He's just... Okay, so introducing everybody to Egg.
Egg.
Oh, V, you're up already. Wow. That's surprising.
Mostly. Enough.
Okay.
All right. Well, he kind of sits down at the table with all the Pokemon. Lou just collapses from the run because he has to move a lot faster to keep up with Milo. He got tiny little legs.
Yeah, he really does.
Are you bonding with him or punishing him?
I was gonna say,
I am training him. He's a Pokemon trainer. That's what he's doing.
You're like a life coach. Come on, Lou.
Come on, Lou.
Again,
you got
it's
this.
back to it's again back to that dude who I still can't remember his name in the Pokemon anime where he's like
Yeah.
training the shit out of his Pokemon and the Sandshrew.
That's right.
Mm-hmm. Except not a
And
jerk,
Ash was,
because he was a jerk.
Ash was like, "What the fuck are you doing? Why are you being so mean?" And then Pokemon are like, "No, this is cool, bro."
Yeah, Pikachu was down. He liked kind of getting.
Pikachu has
workout, but-
always been swole as fuck, though. So
Yeah.
anyway,
All right.
Cool.
So, looks between V and Kid. What's the plan for today? Do we want to like hang out? I mean, go back up the mountain? Do we want to just hang out around town? Do we want to go to the municipal gym and put some money on Kid stomping some, bozos? Not. I mean, with Pokemon, not with your actual.
with your fist.
Cage matching.
Kid had like tenderly set the egg down, uncharacteristically careful for him, and then immediately like punched the air as soon as you said something bozos.
But it could be fun.
I mean,
What?
I'm always down to watch Kid beat up other
But,
people. I honestly
we-
don't know
we-
what else to do.
We could all do this stuff because we all have money that we can bet on each other. So it wouldn't be a bad idea because it would get more of a Pokemon experience, and we could try to, take money from people legally.
Yeah, I like legally taking money from people. Usually it's by doing a job, but I also like winning Pokemon matches to do it.
Speaking of, we could check and see if there are other jobs.
We could.
That's true.
Could see
Forgot
if there's
about
anything-
Do
Yeah. the
one of
three us
those,
could work
maybe
together.
do a grudge match. Maybe try the gym again. Honestly,
Yeah.
like, what do I even do if I don't beat it this time? Do we just leave?
Don't think that way, V. You'll get it.
Ugh.
You gotta imagine yourself at the finish line, and then you'll get there.
What? What finish line?
What?
Either way,
Like
it's
an
up to you.
actual, like, if you draw a finish. Wait,
You got to be you got to be positive, V. We believe in you. You got to believe. Don't believe in yourself. Believe in us that believes in you.
Milo's gonna reach into his bag and fish his phone out because he doesn't carry his bag in his pocket, or his phone in his pocket. He carries it in his bag, which is why he never ever uses it. And he's going to actually send Dee a message asking her how long she's willing to just hang out for, or whether she has somewhere to be. Like, is she just waiting for us, or
Very important distinction. Are
We
you
eventually
calling her
leave.
or are you texting her?
Oh, he'll start to text, and then let me actually. This is a fair time for me to roll an insight check for Milo.
Okay.
Yeah,
do you
yeah.
remember that apparently it takes her like 3 days?
He'll get through the entire message and go, shit. Okay, hold on.
Nah.
He'll just not erase it, but he'll use it as his like reference when he calls her, and he'll
Okay.
just start dialing her phone. I'm gonna check to see how long D is, free to hang out, and then if not, then we can always just plan to take the shuttle with Moel and Toa. Or ferry, not shuttle.
Yeah. The world's
we
out.
could plummet.
We don't have to worry about shit. There's no time frames for us. This is our adventure.
So if you want to hang out here
Mostly
until you
just-
get it, I'm cool with that.
I mean, I guess it's mostly then how many times am I willing to try before I get bored?
That's entirely up to you.
Am I allowed to leave without doing it? Do we have to? Could I come back?
It's not like
You-
a concrete order, is it? They have
I don't
differing
think
needs
so.
based on like where we come from. So like, if you end up not wanting to do this one, I guess you could, come back later. But we would have to make sure we get back to Cinnabar at some point.
Yeah.
Need all 8 to hit the, Indigo Plateau.
Right.
But
Hmm.
either way, He's got the phone still ringing, kind of like next to his ear.
Okay. Oh yeah, sorry, I just didn't want to interrupt, but
No, you're good. You're good.
rings a couple of times before there's a click, and you hear a familiar voice. Just go, hello. Yep. Who is this?
Hi, Misty. This is Milo. I was just calling to see.
I'm
first
not Misty, but sure. Oh, Miss D. Yes, I get it. Okay. Yep.
Got him.
He kind of like stops and like furrows his brow a bit. Oh no. First, how are you? Good morning. It's not too early, right?
Oh, that's very nice of you, dear. Oh, you're such a polite young man. Your mother really did a great job with you. No, yeah, I'm good. I'm just sleeping off a little bit of a hangover. How are you?
Oh, I'm actually doing really well. I just got back from my morning run, and we're kind of just discussing what we're going to be doing over the next few days. I wanted to see what your plans were, because you got us here and it was just so convenient, and I don't want to take that for granted. So if you have to go home or somewhere else you need to be, I don't want to hold you up, but if you are going to be available for the next few days, we might be here for a couple more days.
Well, listen, Milo. My husband's dead. My kid doesn't call me that much anymore. And I really don't have much else to do, so I'm just hanging out, honestly. I've been having a good old time over on the south side of town, just visiting some friends, and just let me know when you want to go, dear. She kind of pauses, and there's an interesting, like, almost, roll me an insight check.
Okay. 13.
You get the feeling that she is about to say something and then decides against it and just goes, I suddenly developed a vested interest in delivering you places safely. Let's just keep it to that. So I think I'll stick with you guys for a while, wherever you boys want to go.
Thank you. I really appreciate it. It definitely makes the journey feel a lot safer knowing we have a reliable place to retreat to. So I appreciate it. Thank you.
Absolutely.
Okay.
All right.
Have a great day. We're gonna go try not to get in trouble. Bye.
You too, dearie. And clicks off.
Yep. Click. All right. Well, I mean, she's just hanging out. Apparently her son doesn't call her. That's really sad.
You think she would get mad if we call her grandma?
I really don't think she would get mad.
She's got that very grandmotherly vibe, and I like. Right. That's something we need out here in these streets. Yeah.
Now, there's a lot. Is she a grandma, a nana, a mima? Like what? He kind of looks kid dead in the eye. What are we going with? Because this sets the tone.
What if? All right, stay with me. What if we each pick one and stick with like one of us? You can be Mima if you want. I can go Nana, and V can pick one of the others. What if we just come at her from every angle? That way, one of them will make her happy.
That sounds good. Okay, we'll talk with V. Where did V go to get us food?
Yeah, he didn't want to bother you. You were on the phone.
Milo gets like he's like excited, nodding, like, I wonder what he's gonna grab for us.
Oh, Milo, you have so much faith in the world.
He just leaves.
Oh no! Oh my god!
He does go downstairs to get you guys breakfast, but he probably comes back with like the worst, like a package of like Pop-Tarts and a frozen breakfast burrito that's like partially thawed, and like a bowl of cereal.
Oh,
it's some like fruit roll-ups.
Did you at least get milk, or is it just dry cereal?
It's just cereal.
Okay, I want that one.
I'll take the half-frozen breakfast burrito. At least it's got protein, and it's not processed garbage. Thanks, V.
Yeah.
Hey,
and I get the Pop-Tart.
Can you get Pyra out here for just 1 second?
Sure. I would if I could drag her token out onto the map, but I can't.
Oh, you can't. Oh, you still can't? Milo, yeah, go ahead and roll me an athletics. Or animal handling. Well, no, you're too strong for animal handling. Roll me an athletics.
It's like some of the maps I can pull the characters out, and some of them I can't. I don't know why.
But he's just gonna, as Pyra appears, he's gonna kind of just put the burrito on the plate on the floor and be like, can you just have her heat it up just a little bit?
Alright, Pyra, Ember.
Roll me an animal handling to see how well you can... Okay. It is on the floor. It is a Pop-Tart, so it's not trying to avoid you.
Well, it was a frozen burrito. It was
frozen burrito. That's right.
Yeah, no, she's heating up his frozen burrito.
Frozen burritos
V literally just
also don't move, so...
just has her do Ember at the burrito on the floor.
Okay. I will say with that, the floor does get a little bit scorched. She puts a little bit too much fire into it, but it does get nice.
Okay, it's minimum damage.
Nice.
So.
Granted, it is a lot hotter on the outside than it is on the inside, so you're like, great, this burrito's like nicely toasted, and then you take a bite and it's,
It's still a little
theoretically, it should now be equal because he had microwaved it, which cooked it from the inside. And now I've flash fried it from the outside. It should at least be lukewarm throughout.
Fair.
Kid is over here nodding like that was good call. Got a handful of dry cereal, chewing just. So V, how do you feel about Grammy?
I don't really know my grandparents. What are we talking about?
For Miss D, you could call her Granny. Did you like Nana? He's a kid for that one. Sorry.
I'm good with any of them. I don't really.
I mean, honestly, Granny kind of makes me just think of like granny panties. So.
That's an interesting place to go. It's definitely.
I don't know. That's the only thing I can think of that starts with Granny.
Aren't there like apples out on some like Granny something apples? That's the first thing that I think of. But...
Well, what do you want? What would you go with?
We're calling her Grandma.
Yeah.
I honestly don't know.
Her son doesn't call she this.
Right.
V,
I mean,
she
doesn't seem upset about it, but...
Well, actually, V, can you roll me a history check? Just for funsies.
One drunken night.
Don't worry about it. You don't know who... Yeah, don't worry about it.
Storms raging in the background and Gary Oak screaming at the sky.
It's like, I mean, honestly, I don't really have a whole lot of experience. Like, I hardly even call him Dad.
Cool. Father?
I mean, that's fair.
Got a weird kind of relationship with family dynamics, I suppose.
So I just
mean,
had
honestly,
a realization, and I gotta ask, like, out of character, is that Ash's mom? Isn't his mom's name like?
I think you're the last one to figure it out. So yes,
yeah. I think you gave away the goose to me. G figured it out.
Yeah, I kind of told Cade.
Yeah,
or at least like I was like, oh my god.
Okay.
Yes, it is absolutely supposed to be
Julia. Do you know when
okay.
I figured it out? Earth.
When
we were bad-mouthing her fucking Mr. Mime in front of her face.
Right in front of her face, on her boat.
On her own boat.
Listen. I love Grandma. She's the best. She's already, like, shown that she cares about us, but Mr. Mime's fucking creepy, dog.
Right.
Decisions were made.
I don't know why it didn't occur to me until she was like, "Yeah, my son never calls."
That was the giveaway. That
Yeah.
out
You.
of all of the things.
Legitimately, that was what did it, because I was like, this whole
Wait a
time,
minute.
D. I thought it was like D from Always Sunny in Philadelphia. You know, like just DEE or whatever. I didn't think it was short for something until she was like, "Yeah, my husband's dead. My son doesn't call," and then it was like, okay.
Oh
Uh-oh.
man.
I think at one point I did say her. I think what was his name? Gary. Good old
Gary
Gary
said Delia.
Yeah, Gary did say Delia because Gary knows her. So I was actually kind of having you roll history to see if you actually know who she is, but
Nope.
you never.
She's just the nice older
Me,
lady
not
that
really.
our professor knew because, she just happened to know her and got us in touch because they're good people. But, right. Well,
I mean, does
either
that
way,
make it weird then? Like, if we're calling her grandma and, like, I mean, Professor Oak was always kind of grandpa. Like, because I know he's my great-grandpa, but that's too many words.
then why don't you go with Nana? It's like, normally, well, I don't say normally. In some families, people live long enough that, you might have two sets of grandparents. So sometimes it's Pop and Nana and Grandma and Grandpa. That way it's not as confusing. Language. But we're trying to make it confusing, so just pick one.
Yeah.
We'll pick
What
a
about
different one.
We're trying to find
Gma?
Wow, would not have pegged you for one of those, but we're trying to figure out the right angle for as the attack here. All right,
Gma, okay.
Okay, that's. I thought I heard
I thought he
something.
said Mima.
Yeah, like some wild off the wall type stuff, but I mean that's
No.
kind of what we're shooting for. So even if that was the case, it would kind of work.
Gma.
Yeah. But yeah, we can think about it. It sounds like she's going to be on the island just enjoying the sunny weather and good people. So we're free to just hang out. I like the idea of going to a municipal gym. I want to challenge Moel to a grass Pokemon fight. I want to see how Chespin does against I'm trying to remember Maggie.
Yeah, Maggie.
Yeah. I think that'd be funny to watch. Or,
It'd be pretty funny.
it'd just be a one-on-one, and we could, bet some money. I don't think she has much money, but we could bet some money on some other matches, see if there's some people there to just sort of hedge bets with, raise bets with, and check the Pokemon jobs as well. And yeah, I think that sounds like a good day. I'm just gonna go ahead and he just pours all the crispy fried bits down the sink.
Okay.
Do we get Pokemon food from the Pokemon Center?
Yes, you can get Pokemon food. Granted, it is like kibble. It is like the lowest grade of Pokemon food.
It's not much better than what he has in his bag.
It's better than starving.
Yeah. But yeah, absolutely. You can feed your
Feed
Pokemon.
our Pokemon as well.
Mm-hmm.
Get out the whole crew.
Okay. V, will you be doing any bonding with either of your Pokemon, or are you just kind of...
Yeah, he's still, like, attempting to figure out how to feed Lily. So, every morning that we do, like, bonding, he's, like, trying to put kibble in her mouth, and it just, like, falls through, and he's trying to figure that out.
Roll me...
You just need to burn something.
Roll me an insight check.
They're just like poisonous and noxious gas. Just create a lot of smoke or smog and let her slurp it up.
Okay. I will actually, if you don't mind, I will actually count that as your bonding roll. But for now, you have not ascertained. Lily doesn't act hungry, but
she appreciates the gesture but is confused.
She appreciates the gesture and is confused, and you have not quite figured out. Maybe if you try, continue this experiment in the future, you can figure out what the hell it is she's feeding on. But you're pretty sure by the end of the morning that it is not, in fact, kibble. It does not seem to sustain her in any way.
Everyone that falls through her onto the floor, Ivory just eats.
Yep, sounds about right.
Yep.
Just let her eat your dreams every night.
At one point, you look up and, like, yeah. Pyra's probably licking the charcoal from the burrito left over on the ground.
Hell yeah.
Good. Waste not, what not. Milo will get everybody kind of eating with their own little, feeding setup, and then he'll run out to go knock on Moel's door until she answers.
Okay. She comes to the door, she kind of answers it for you, actually flings it open, because it's pretty late in the morning, so she's already been up, but she kind of flings it open, and you see the room behind her, and she's like, yes! Oh, hey, Milo!
Morning, Moel. We are going to go get up to shenanigans. Do you want to fight Chester? Like, with Maggie? Like, just to see grass Pokemon v grass Pokemon, and, he kind of does, like, little...
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Hold on.
I just think it'd be fun.
I need to remember if she knows who the hell Chester is. She does, okay. She does. She's like, Chester. Oh, right. Yes, you're Chestnut. Pin.
Like
yes.
the quills,
Chestnut.
like the pins on his head.
Pin. Yeah. Okay. Yes, that's right. Sorry, I'm just not used to. It's weird. It's a weird Pokemon. Okay. Yeah, I guess. I left Maggie down in the Pokemon Center overnight, so she should be ready to go. Now or?
Well, I think everybody's just wrapping up eating, so soon.
Sure.
Okay.
I may as well get out there. Hi, Toa, and she comes out of the room and kind of sits down. So. Okay.
He kind of runs back by. Hi, Toa. Bye, Toa.
No answer.
That's more or less what he expected.
Yep.
Okay. Well, Moel's down to 1v1, so I'm ready whenever you guys are done eating.
That was oddly quick.
I just realized, like, with the loyalty stuff, the Pokemon, you have to add even more things from the loyalty. Because, yes. Anyways, yes. I assume we're doing it at the gym, or are we just doing it outside?
No, at the municipal gym.
Don't forget, we're not allowed to do it outside. Remember, we can't.
Yeah, well, I don't really care about that.
Arrest us if we try to battle in the streets.
They could try.
Let's not. Okay, guys. Pull Pidgey and Lou back into their Pokeballs.
Okay.
Leaving Chester out to kind of just ride on his shoulders.
Okay. Sounds good.
I'm gonna get a drink.
Yep. Very important roleplay, including what are we going to call this NPC? Because she feels like a grandma, but we're not sure which word to use.
Listen, we're kids, and we actually have a pretty nice, like, parental figure stepping in when we're out and almost died 2 or 3 times back to back,
Yep. That's true.
While eating the kind of breakfast that a child who has never had to fend for himself provides.
You keep going like that. I'm gonna have to start having you roll Constitution saving throws for, like, what are they called? Like not a biome. What's your stomach biome called?
Oh, I mean, I assume Milo makes us better meals usually.
Does he?
Just, or at least gets us better meals.
I'm pretty sure that V hisses whenever Milo brings a vegetable close to his face.
Probably.
Look, a cucumber. An eggplant.
Get that out of here.
V just does that thing a cat does whenever you sit one near it.
Exactly.
And it's not expecting it.
I was trying to find a gif of that, but yes.
Yes, and the batting it away or bouncing because
just
you're
like
scared.
Jumping.
Yes, I'm pretty sure you can find it if you search cat cucumber. There we go.
Exactly. Just like that.
The fuck is that?
I'm back. What did I miss?
Cat cucumbers. We're discussing the fact that whenever Milo tries to bring a vegetable next to V, V probably has that kind of reaction.
Probably.
All right.
Yep.
Well, breakfast eaten. It is probably closer to noon at this point because you guys took some time getting up and doing everything else. But
It's not our fault. The gym's only open from 11 to
the ass crack of dawn.
right. What are we supposed to do, huh? Not stay up all night. It's like they're trying. They're just
you
tempting
could just
us.
go at 11 and then get back to sleep at 12.
No.
I'm too amped after a gym battle. You
No.
gotta go relax. It's like a concert. You can't just go home and go to sleep.
I can. I'm just kidding. Anyway.
That cat is just gone. Crap. Anyway.
Yeah. We will gather our stuff and follow Milo, I suppose, and Moel
Okay.
to their
To the gym.
To the gym.
whatever this thing is. Rivalry battle.
A rivalry battle.
Wait,
Okay.
it's just grass Pokemon.
Craft rival.
Okay.
Grass battle.
You return
Crab
to the
battle.
gym. I don't. Hold on, I gotta rearrange shit because I don't remember who's where, who's who. I honestly don't think Toa goes with you. Just
Oh.
because I don't think he's that interested in battling. But oops,
Is
sorry, Milo.
Colonel Sanders still there?
Colonel Sanders is probably not there anymore.
Damn it. Didn't get to talk to him last time.
You didn't. But he might be back someday. NPCs, they have their own lives.
Do they?
No,
They only exist in a tiny little temporal bubble in the moment that you need them.
it's true.
Do you really think that a man named Bungus Hammerbelt existed before they needed him to?
I'm feeling that there is some sort of story behind that, but
I mean, it was just a random NPC
That's
name.
about
It's just
it.
a name I love. Same with Admiral
was just
Fistbender.
Bungus.
Do you think that these characters exist in some permanent state somewhere? And I just am like, oh yes, that was obviously who they were. They materialize as they are needed. We need people to bet with us. Where are the people to bet with us? Where are the rich people?
That money.
all right. Well, Moel meets up with you, and you guys agree. How much are you placing down to speed up this process? What are you gonna bet?
I don't know how much money Moel has. Milo probably has more money than Moel, so he's just like,
does.
I'm more just. I'm more just curious to see who wins. It's less about the money and more the experience. So we don't even need to play for money or fight for money if you don't want to.
She kind of opens up her wallet and kind of considers the contents of it for a while with a very serious expression on her face before she goes, look, money is great, but I think I should probably save it because I didn't get a chance to rematch the gym yesterday, and I feel like maybe I have to do a little bit more training, which, I mean, I'm training now, but
This could be that.
maybe just
Could be.
like 100 polka dollars?
Sure.
Hey, bet a date.
Like I said, we don't.
Well, turns
If you
around
lose,
and
you
looks
guys
at
go
V and
on
goes,
Gotta go on
"What?"
a date with Milo.
Moelle slowly turns back at Milo and like raises her eyebrows.
We don't have to bet. Like it can just be a friendly match.
Boo.
He just sort of has like a deer in headlights smile on.
Lame.
Moelle turns slowly back to V and goes, I think you're being ignored. It was a good try, though. I'm not that easily flustered. But you do see that, in fact, she is, like, going a little bit red.
Yeah, Milo probably has a little bit of the red on his ears, too. Because he definitely heard. He's just choosing to ignore.
Just ignore.
He's trying to play.
Yep.
But yeah, I mean, like, we literally were just there 3 days ago where we had, I think, 1,000 polka dollars to all three of our names. So we don't need to bet. I just like to battle because it's a good way to train our little buddies.
Yeah, that
You
might...
could give me my money, Milo, if you lose.
I give you money a lot, V. Like a lot.
You could give me more.
I'll tell you what. You find somebody to fight, and I will put $1,000 in your hand to bet them. Okay? And you can keep mine and theirs if you win.
He just like looks around at the empty gym.
Go looking. Go on. Shoo. There are hallways. Go. Maybe they're upstairs. Maybe they're fighting right now.
Okay, hold on. Jeez, hold on. Okay.
Okay. Well, we have a moment. We don't need to bet. Jim, is there anyone on the field right now?
He goes, nope, you guys are really the only ones that have been in here.
Hey
Okay.
Jim, you want to fight today?
Kind of glances over at Kid and narrows his eyes and goes, I mean, I guess I could. Not that I couldn't, but...
And wait your
I'm
turn.
just saying, it looks like a slow day. Now, this perfect opportunity.
Jim kind of narrows his eyes as if he's considering it, and he just goes, might take you up on that, who knows.
You gonna notch all the gyms on your bedpost as you beat them all?
We gotta go.
Are
We
you-
gotta go back to that last one. Remember that fucking growl? Put
Yeah,
in work with this bite.
He did beat
It's
you,
true.
didn't
that's
he?
true.
I thought you beat him. No, that was right.
No, we did one. We did 1-on-1.
Yeah,
he
that
had
was
a-
like before.
He had a much stronger move pool than my Zubat, but Zubat's much beefier now.
That is very true. Alright. But first of all, we are going to go to Moel and Milo. So let me...
He's already got his trainer license, and it's being scanned in there and ready for him to go.
Excellent, excellent. Really quick question.
He basically sent V on a wild goose chase to get him away so that he could stop interrupting and let.
Honestly, that's kind of what I figured, so,
Yeah.
you know, not... Yeah, I'm not surprised
Yeah.
by that at all.
You were up to something. You were up to no good shenanigans, shenanigery.
Incredible.
So what would have happened if she won? What was the opposite bet?
Yeah, I guess like what was the bet? Like if I win, she has to go on a date with me, and if she wins, I have to go on a
I
date
think
with
that was
her.
exactly what V's idea was. Because
He
I
didn't think
also
that part
don't know
through.
how that math works out.
No.
Okay. Give me one- sorry, give me one
He
second.
it's no bet, just friendly match.
Okay, friendly match. Yes.
V's out here trying to hit you with the heads they win, tails you lose.
Exactly.
Okay.
He's still got Chester on his back.
All right. Excellent, excellent. Let me double check to make sure that my field is clear because I don't remember what the arena is. And then I guess my question, oh, the Magikarp is still there. You poor buddy, you've been there the whole time.
Is he?
Did you want to
We
don't
use...
see him.
We can acquire it. It's our Magikarp now.
No. Did you want to use the little arena geysers for your match with Moel or now?
I'll leave it up to her, but I'm good.
Okay, sounds good. In which case, let's go to the match.
Yes.
Yes. Alright, excellent. I am going to pull up. Where is Moel? Where are your Pokemon? I hope they're all healed up.
Pokebands go!
Indeed, Pokemon's go.
Yeah. We look so tiny on this map.
Right.
Well, you're not actually there, you know, you're up in the little...
Oh, that's true. That's true. We're over kind of.
You're in the little roster. Is Chester here or here?
Sure. It doesn't
Okay.
matter. I was just trying to center him, and I couldn't. So.
There is no center.
Alright, let me open up Magnolia's little character sheet and I guess Moel's character sheet. I'm so ready, you guys. I'm so ready for this thing.
Yeah.
All right, let's
Hell
go. Roll
Diddle-oo.
initiative. Diddle-diddle-diddle-diddle. That was a 5. I rolled a 7. Okay. Why am I rolling to GM? That's fine.
Trainer Milo would like to fight. He always wants to fight.
Trainer Milo.
Always.
Fight indeed. Okay.
His ranger trainer would be technically, because it always says like what they are, you know.
Yeah, Ranger Milo would like to fight.
Ranger Milo would
Yep.
like to
It's
fight.
not quite full ranger. He's yeah,
Ranger trainee.
yeah, ranger in training. RIT.
Oh my god. All right. Cool. Excellent. You are going first. What are you doing?
All right, Chespin, curl up in a ball and hit him with a rollout.
Oh,
And
gosh.
Chespin's just gonna kind of like curl up, go bounce, move his 25 feet, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 forward, and then use rollout. And that is a 16
Yeah, we'll hit. Yeah. Okay.
for 8 rock damage.
Rock
Yikes.
damage, okay. Okay. Immediately, you hear Moel over the intercom go, "Nope, don't like this. Go ahead and poison powder, and you need to roll me a con saving throw, please."
15.
15 will
Hell
obviously
yeah.
save on that. Yeah. Can't do shit. Can't have shit here. Okay.
Oh, I'm gonna feel so bad, but okay, all right.
Okay.
Ooh.
Roll
And he
out,
kind of skids
misses.
out to
Mhm.
a like unfurled position where he's not in his spiky ball anymore. But that
Okay.
is his turn.
Maggie just kind of skids out of the way, kind of breathing a little bit heavily, looking uncomfortable, to say the least. And Moel just goes, "Ugh, I don't think we're going to get through this. That Chespin looks tough. Let's just go ahead and do
Jesus.
another poison powder. We got to get one of those off. Go ahead and roll me another
Constitution. It's a
That's
12.
12 still saves.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Poor itty bitty con
Alright.
Yep.
check.
Let's see. What is? Guess. Go at it with a bite, and that is a 11.
Does not hit, actually.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Another miss.
Oh, actually, let me double check. I wonder why. Sorry, I gotta double check something really quick just to make sure that I'm not cheating you out of a.
No, please.
Oops.
Whatever. I realized after this started, after I made the challenge, the Chester was level 4 and hers probably level 3. Oops. Here we
You
go.
guys are not very well evenly matched in terms of HP, but that's what makes it fun. That's fine. Yeah, no, unfortunately, Bite misses again. This little Chikorita's dodging like her life depends on it, and it probably does. So she just kind of bounces and, God, Noelle, what are you gonna do? Yeah. She goes, let's go for a growl. So can you make me a wisdom saving throw, please?
Wisdom. Okay, alright. Well, I realized that, oops, I've been rolling the con saves from Milo's character sheet, but Chester has the same save, so...
Okay.
Look.
His wisdom save is different, though, and
Okay.
that is actually his, but it's still a 14.
Okay. That will
Hell
save.
yeah.
Okay, go ahead, just growl back at him.
Where's the
Growl off.
save? Okay. Wisdom save. No.
No.
That's single
Okay,
digit.
that's
Yeah,
single digit.
ooh.
So we got minus, what
Just
is it?
hearing
Minus
this
1 to
poor
attacks.
little guy.
He's just a little guy.
Right?
He's
Scaring this poor little
terrifying.
dude into oblivion.
That's my turn.
Okay. In which case, I'm gonna go, come on, we gotta get one off! Poison powder! And Magnolia begins to basically spew the poison powder and uses the little leaf to
Hey, there you
helicopter
go.
at you. And this time it actually takes! And Chester is poisoned.
Oh, he got coughs and steps, shakes his head. Okay. I guess just try to hit him with another bite.
Okay.
13.
Okay. You do have disadvantage on
Oh, I do.
all
Poison.
ability checks and
You're
attack
right.
rolls because you are poisoned. So that's still
13.
13. Okay.
13
dark
dark
damage.
13. Oh, 13 does not hit.
Oh, it doesn't.
13 does not hit. I just realized.
Beefy
Yeah.
Well, that's good, 'cause holy
Chikorita.
shit.
Chikorita has a higher AC. Yeah.
Okay, all right.
That's good. 'cause
that
Oh my god, that was
poison
close.
disadvantage.
Holy shit, that was close.
That was a beefy bite. That was a max damage bite.
It was.
Yeah.
All right.
That
Damn,
that
man.
disadvantage fucking saved that Chikorita.
Okay.
God, she's close. She goes, okay, we got it. And then at the end of your turn, you also take some dark damage, or sort of some
I
poison
do
damage. That's your proficiency.
Take my
I think?
proficiency. Yeah.
Yes. All right.
And it just says that you take damage equal to it, right?
Equal to your
It's like-
proficiency. Yes.
Okay, yeah. So it's because he has vulnerability to poison. It wouldn't do double.
Yes,
It'd be
but
the
it's
same
just,
as like with
again,
fire.
it's
No,
like the-
yeah. Equal to its proficiency bonus at the end of its turns. Yes.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
Just wanted to make sure we were doing
Base damage.
Excellent. Okay. All right, Maggie. Let's get this off the ground. Tackle. And that is a 20.
Oh,
hit.
That'll hit.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
Fuck it.
But only
Two
2
normal.
damage.
I mean,
Aw, she's so small.
She just kind of bounces off of Chester's like pecs. Skids back a little bit and looks.
they're just kind of like, "Bleh, I'm gonna throw up. Ugh."
Okay.
All right. I mean, we had so much better luck with it. Just go roll out again. Let's. Well, no, because he's got disadvantage. That would actually not be as good. Yeah. I guess just bite him. It's a 10.
10 does not hit,
Oh.
unfortunately.
Such a good start.
All right.
Right.
Um,
Okay.
I
And then
am.
another 2 points of damage. I mean,
Yes.
not gonna lie, I love Chester and I would love to win, but I would not mind if Moel had like some super cool underdog victory here and Chester lost. That would also be equally cool. So
I
I'm
will-
good either way.
I'm actually gonna roll an Arcana to see if she knows something. Let's see if she paid attention in class. She did not.
Ooh.
Okay. And she goes, ugh, those tackles aren't gonna do crap. All right, put some distance between you. And Chikorita's gonna bounce back a little bit. Or actually, no, that doesn't look right. Wait, hold on. I think I copied this down. That's no way. It's
That
a,
doesn't
it's a
look right.
melee attack. There's no way that's a melee attack.
Which one?
Razor Leaf. No, that's
Oh.
not. That's
Yeah.
ranged attack. Okay, yes, I copied that down into the character sheet.
I thought you were talking about Vine Whip because
Nope.
I know Vine Whip
Nope,
is.
nope. Okay. Go ahead and take an attack of opportunity if you'd like with Chester.
Sure.
Still a disadvantage, but
Ooh.
ooh, 18 does hit though.
Oh,
Oh, no, not again.
I did it again.
Oh my god.
Oh god.
This time around, Chikorita really looks terrified. Like Chester took basically a huge chunk out of her leaf, and she's like panting and just barely holding on. She goes, Mola just goes, Razor Leaf, come on, you can do it. So she's gonna Razor Leaf. That's
Oh.
also and Moel
Actually,
finally
it's a
just goes,
4.
run! And she's just gonna.
-1.
Hold on, how far away? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
You have hit 30 feet of movement?
Yeah.
Oh, I can't get into bite
Oh.
range.
Really? Let me double
Yeah,
check. I
Chester
think
only has 30 or 25.
Oh my god.
He's not as fast as
She's
Chikorita.
waddling. She literally
So-
went, I'm leaving.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Bye.
He can get what? Let's see. Because of the.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, you're right. So I would
Because
have been
you
able to...
you were right here. Yeah. So 1, 2, 3, 4. You should have had one more block to
Okay.
move with just
Yeah.
Chikorita. There we go. And then he could get to there,
Mm-hmm.
but he could still Vine Whip.
You're still at disadvantage.
Yeah, I know. I guess just try to hit it with a Vine Whip while it's on the run. That's an 8.
That's an 8.
Nothing.
Okay. Moel does clock this, and she's like, okay, it's waddling. Come on, just run! Chikorita starts booking and she goes, Razor Leaf! Come on!
Oh my god. This is the revenge from what I did against UV.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh no.
That's only a
This is the inverse
Six.
completely.
Oh my god.
6.
Right.
6 does not. Alright, let's see. So he's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That is 20 feet away. He's not even within Vine Whip range.
Really? I would say
Yeah,
it
Vine
looks
Whip is
kind of like
15
you
foot.
Are, though. No, that's from one square to the other. That's 15 feet.
Okay, so that's 15 feet.
Yeah,
Alright,
I'll
alright.
let
So
you
I'll
do
do
that. That seems.
just
Okay. Roll low. No.
There you go.
3 damage.
And that's a
Since I
Vine
know
Whip's-
it's resisted.
It's resistance. She's on like 3 hit points.
Oh no.
Hell yeah.
3 plus
I mean, it's
1.
unfortunate. It's unfortunate for Moel. She's our friend, but hell yeah.
No, yeah,
Right.
it makes sense. But yeah, it wraps around Magnolia and she just kind of tries to fight it off a little bit, but then eventually succumbs and Moel goes,
Go
ah,
to sleep,
no,
go
no,
to sleep,
no,
go to
no,
sleep.
return, and you know. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do.
Okay, come on back. Come on back, Chester. Let me oh buddy. Oh man. I know how that feels.
Poison again.
Poison.
That was good job. That was a good job. And he'll kind of go over the intercom. That was awesome, Moel.
Moel goes, ah, thanks, you too. Man, that thing's beefy.
Yeah. Sorry, I kind of... I may have misjudged the equivalency of the battle, but I really was just curious to see how our grass Pokemon fared against each other. And your Chikorita is really fast, and that was impressive.
Moel kind of
I think
like...
you could definitely take Marcy.
She kind of thinks about it and she goes, what was the thing that you did in the beginning? The rollout move that you called
Right.
out. That was kind of cool. I wonder if...
Do something similar? Teach it to Chikorita?
I don't think
'Cause
Chikorita can roll out.
I don't think Chikorita could roll out, but I don't know.
Roll
It's cool
sideways.
because like he curls up into his little spiky ball, and Chester will kind of like curl up, and he's like the size of a soccer ball when he's curled up.
Yeah.
And then he just sort of bounces around, and the more he can hit, the harder he just keeps hitting, and it can get pretty nasty. But once you miss, then it's kind of like, all right, well, let's change tack.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I still got some training to do. I should have really gotten something done at the volcano, but actually, no, never mind. I'm not taking her to the volcano. That will be a really bad idea.
Yeah, man, did I have that
not a
same
good
thought?
group.
Yeah, yeah. All right.
She goes over to
Comes
Jim.
back out.
Yeah, she goes over to Jim and she goes, all right, transfer the money, but that means I can't give you my money to heal my Pokemon, so I'm off to the Pokemon Center. Bye.
You guys didn't bet anything.
We didn't.
I
Oh,
thought
that's
there was
right.
no
That's
bet.
right. They didn't bet anything.
Yeah, we didn't bet
Sorry.
anything. But still, it's what, like 100 to pay for the.
I don't remember what I made it be.
You wrote it down somewhere.
I don't know.
But-
They
probably
have
like
6
100.
slots. Can you guys like put your Pokemon together on one tray and pay for just one?
Go have these on it. Easy.
Right?
I mean, Milo
You
will
only
just
have 3
pay for it.
Pokemon.
I mean, that's fine. I think it is probably like 100 to heal your Pokemon at the set. It's not anything huge. It's more just.
Yeah, it's nickel and dime just to
Convenience
slow things.
fee.
All right, he'll pay the what, 200 for both of them.
Yeah.
Okay. Yep. All right, awesome. Now Chester doesn't have to be poisoned, and
Okay.
I do have one question before I let another of these wonderful trainers take the scene. How much experience did I get?
Oh, that's right. Yes. Sorry. Thank you for reminding me. I always forget about that.
Ethereal.
It's okay. I need 6,000 for level 5, so it's gonna be a minute.
Yes, Magnolia is level
She was worth
3, so
6.1
340 EXP for Chester.
So he is at 460. Is V still missing? Did V ever come back?
V would have probably come back by now. V, roll me an investigation.
Right? Did I ever find somebody?
I will live up to my word and put $1,000 in V's hand.
Okay.
Hey, 18.
That's a surprisingly high roll. Here's
Right?
the thing. You don't find... you do not find anything upstairs, anybody upstairs, because it is pretty empty. However, for an 18, I will say that just because you're like watching the battle and you're like, hey, somebody left something up here, I'll say you actually like look under one of the seats and you find a revive.
Oh, hell yeah.
Inside of a
That's
little...
Found $100 at the movie theater.
Yeah, right?
So, add a revive to your inventory. Somebody forgot it here, apparently, or dropped it by the look of it, because it is literally inside of, like, a ball of dust. And you just see it glinting.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, some of the way that some of the moves are scaled makes no fucking sense to me sometimes.
I'm like, holy shit, it jumps to a D12? Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll take it,
Yeah.
but...
There's some crazy thing. One of Froki's does something. I think it's Bubble. Like,
Bubble?
because it's basically Eldritch Blast. It jumps from a D4 to like a D6 or a D8. It turns to a D8. That's 3 D8 per turn.
Yikes.
It's so much. Yeah, Bubble's OP, man. But anyways, yeah, you find your revive. You can come back downstairs by the time the battle's over. Kid, what are you doing? Because Jim is kind of looking at you, goes, I mean, I'll battle you if you want. I got nothing better to do.
Hell yeah, Jim. Let's do it. Let's throw hands.
He kind of pauses and goes, you mean our Pokemon, right? Because I don't...
I mean, if you don't fight, yeah, we can have a Pokemon battle.
Seems a little bit discerned by
Trainer battle fight.
this distinction. Just kind of backs up a little and goes, alright, yeah, okay.
Yeah, I'm down.
I just got one Pokemon versus one. Can somebody watch the counter for me? If somebody comes in, just tell them I'm in the bathroom.
I got it.
Hell yeah, let's go. Too late.
No,
Mine. Called it.
He just immediately climbed over the counter.
Yep. He vaulted the counter.
Hey, Jim, before you go up there, will the municipal gym back any bets against you? If I put 1,000 Poké Dollars on Kid and he wins, do I get $1,000?
Nope.
From you.
It's a no.
That's lame.
You ain't
Good luck,
making
kid.
money off of me being embarrassed. I'm the only one who's allowed to make money off of me being embarrassed.
Somebody's got to be embarrassed. This is kind of what we do. Like, everybody battles, right? Win or
It's just
lose.
for fun.
Yep,
Yeah.
we're all just having fun.
Yep. So, are you betting any money? Because he will match whatever you put down. But also, he was here to watch you wipe the floor with somebody else, so...
I mean, if he said
Bet
he
1,000 on yourself.
Yeah, if the gym won't, I'm willing to bet money if he's down.
He will match your bet up to 800.
Okay, I'll do 800.
Okay.
Take his lunch money.
Take his lunch money. So it's 1v1.
Great.
Alright, we are back to the arena, boys.
Yes.
What are we doing? What are you throwing out? Or are you waiting for him to throw it out first?
I mean, did he seem like he was gung ho and willing to throw out first? Because I don't mind going first if he don't want to.
He seems to be holding off to see what you throw out.
Okay, then he'll just put the Pokeball in and pop Zubat out. He
Okay.
wants to get her a little bit of training.
Okay. You hear Jim. Okay. Milo, roll me an animal handling check versus V. V's dexterity.
Animal hand.
17. Oh,
You cannot handle this animal.
no, that's fair.
Um,
I'd say after the first probably like 10 seconds of trying, he gives up and just goes and watches kids battle.
but yeah, you hear Jim sigh over the intercom and goes, yeah, I walked into that one. And then the Pokeball pops open and out comes a Cacnea.
Oh, look at the little guy. Or
Heck
girl.
yeah.
Cactus.
Yeah, it's a cactus. Hold on. I gotta get some bubbles up in here so I don't forget what the hell its things are.
Hey, Jim, if it makes you feel better, Zubat doesn't know any flying moves.
That does make me feel a little bit better, thanks.
but he does know fire.
It's weird. It doesn't get access to it until level 6.
Yeah.
And then it gets a flying move, but until then, it doesn't.
Okay.
Can teach her like aerial ace or something, maybe.
All right, let's roll off for initiative. Oh, Cacnea got a natural 20.
Oh man, a natural 20 and an unnatural 20.
Yeah.
And yeah, Zubat could learn aerial ace.
Okay.
If we got that.
Yeah, I was gonna say if we could find the teals for it for sure.
They do have that one at the store because I remember seeing it. I was thinking about.
Oh, they do?
Mm-hmm. They have aerial ace.
Ooh, I might.
Buy it with
We
Jim's
might-
lunch money.
We might have to give it a try for real, because she could definitely do with a flying type. She doesn't have anything for stab yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, because there's no poison in there either.
Yes.
Yeah. Got it.
All right. Jim yells out, "All right, let's start it off with a leech seed." And Cacnea raises one of its knobby little arms and shoots off what seem to be several seeds towards Zubat as it is flapping around.
Nope.
And that is going to be a 24 to hit. God damn, I rolled real well on that one.
Yep, that'll hit, but luckily she has resistance to grass.
She does. That is very true. However, as you can see, these seeds, instead of simply falling down, they seem to almost take root in her and begin to grow little vines. She takes a grand total of 2 grass damage. You can get that down to 1.
Oh no, she's never gonna recover.
All right. All right. It is your turn.
Alright, well, let's see what the range is. She's just gonna kind of scooch over here,
Mm-hmm.
and she's gonna try and astonish. Cause that's got a 20-foot reach.
Oh, that it does. I think technically you have to be a little bit closer to Astonish. You have to be in this square to reach her in the next square, so you have to move just one over to the right. There we go. Okay, yes, and that will absolutely hit.
Alright, and that also means they flinch.
Oh, man. Damn, okay. That's right. Okay. Okay.
Disadvantage.
Okay, flinch. Flinch is disadvantage on attack rolls, right?
Yep.
Okay. Alright, in return.
Now she'll scoot up 1 and then fly up 1 square. So
Okay.
just so she's out of melee range on the ground, you know?
Alright. Very good, very good. First of all, I'm gonna roll a leech seed damage, which isn't gonna be a lot, but you know, we're trying it. That is a grand total of 2 grass damage again.
1.
1 more point of grass damage.
More grass damage. All right. And then he's gonna say, I know it's not gonna do much, but we may as well try. Or wait, this is also supposed to be. I'm discovering, like, the more I look at my own things, I'm like, I'm pretty sure. Oh, it is melee as well. Oh, it is. Okay. Oh man, that's not a lot. That's not. Cacnea's not a big jumper.
He's only at 10 feet right now, so he can try to jump.
Yeah,
There's always a shot.
There's always a try, so Cacnea's gonna waddle over and basically he's gonna be like, well, let's go for it. Try a poison sting. And I'm gonna have Cacnea roll an athletics really quick.
and then swing with disadvantage.
Okay, Yeah, oh, that's right, with disadvantage. Or, is it ability checks for flinch as well, or?
No, I mean for the attack.
For the attack
for
only, okay.
Yeah.
And then disadvantage on attack. Rolled pretty well on the jump. I'm gonna try to swing. Oh, those are both not bad. That's a 20! Even with disadvantage.
But unfortunately for Cacnea,
Yes.
it is also a poison
Also-
type.
It's also a poison type.
Yeah.
Okay. But that is a little bit better on the roll. That is 7 poison damage reduced to 3 for you.
So that's just like, eh.
Alright. Cool. Demi, yeah. Your turn.
Too bad.
Cactus realistically, like, right under you, but...
He's just gonna have Zubat flutter down and try a bite. Because it seems unfortunate that it has disadvantaged moves, like, resisted, so it doesn't seem as dangerous.
Okay. Ooh, okay.
And that's another flinch.
Okay.
Womp.
As a Zubat swoops down for a bite, Cacnea suddenly rolls into a ball and throws up Spiky Shield. So I'm going to ignore that damage, actually. And you take a grand total of 2 grass damage reduced to 1 instead.
Oh no!
Oh no!
But also flinch.
Alright.
Not spike.
Not the spike.
We still got that disadvantage.
Oh.
Unfortunately, poor little Cacnea.
Yep. I'm gonna roll another Leech Seed because she's still Leech Seeded. Oh, come on, give me. That's a 1. Oh.
Oh no! Another.
Eh.
Chip damage.
Chip damage. Alright, and then, yeah, I get, like, what the fuck are we gonna do? He just goes, it's not gonna be any good, but, well, we're up close, let's try and absorb, and Cacnea tries to basically throw out its cactus arms and grab onto Zubat. With disadvantage, though, right?
Yeah, because
Oh, no, wait, that was flinch.
you nullified the damage, but it doesn't. I don't think it still stops the natural 19 or 20.
Oh, you're right, because it is the flinch. Okay. So disadvantage.
I mean, it can still swing, it's
You
not.
can, yeah. Oh, that's still. I'm rolling really good. Okay, you guys, roll 20. Has it out for you in this game, but not in Strahd, because I just rolled a 21 and a 23. That is ridiculous.
I hit you with a 22 and a 24.
Okay.
The dice are just like, no.
Alright.
Even with disadvantage.
Cacnea swings, and that is a grand total of 7 grass damage. Reduced to 3 again.
Just again.
Yes.
So it's just like cut it out. Like hit me or don't.
It doesn't
You
have
pulling
anything
punches?
else other than those attacks.
It's so great when you go up against a trainer and Pokemon's just...
Yep. I don't know why I'm rolling to GM. I can just roll public instead. Okay, anyways, it's your turn again.
Alright, well, I mean, all we can really do is keep trying, girl. Try another bite.
Yeah, that'll hit. I'm gonna try to Spiky Shield again because you gotta use it or you'll lose it. But I gotta roll a 15
if
or
it's like-
higher.
Okay, I'll just click it that way if it misses.
That's a 10. That still hits. Okay. Spiky
All right,
Shield.
cool.
Minus
One of these days.
7 dark
The-
damage.
And, I mean, it takes your reaction to try that, right? So she could just scooch on out of melee range now,
yeah,
right?
she can. It does.
The Zubat's just gonna float on up. She's not gonna go high. She's gonna go 15 feet to really make Cacnea work for it, but she's still gonna stay within jumping range.
Okay. Alright. How far up are you? 15 feet?
Yeah, 15.
Okay.
Because I don't want to just go to 25 where it can only do like leech seed and it does nothing. But
Yeah. Well, I'll still roll for leech seed for now because we're hoping for it. That's a 4. Yeah, that's a 2 damage to you. But leech seed does restore things to me, so. Which actually.
That's true.
I mean, you get what, 1 hole back because it's half of the damage.
Yeah.
1 is still 1.
It's better than nothing, so you know. Okay.
Could potentially save.
Which, that's a good point. I actually used Absorb and accidentally took 3, because it was... Because it's... If I did 7 damage, but it's reduced down to 3, would I then restore 1 damage?
No, it's you. Yeah, you'd restore 1 damage because it's half of the damage.
So that I
dealt.
actually did that incorrectly, so I'm going to take away 2 points from myself for that.
Poor little Cactus.
It's struggling, man. It's struggling, but you know. You never know. It will attempt to jump again, so it will roll a strength check to try to jump. That's an 11. I'm gonna roll with disadvantage. For the next poison sting.
It's worth it.
Better than nothing. Oh, used up a natural 20. It's only a 13 to hit.
Yeah, 13 still hits, so she's got a little tiny HP.
Okay. 7 poison damage reduced to 3.
She's like, again.
Yes, exactly.
1, 2, or 3 damage on everything.
Yep. Battle of attrition.
Yep.
Alright, your turn.
Alright, she's just gonna astonish.
15 definitely hits. That is not a flinch, though, thankfully.
No, it's not. It's not.
Alright, -6 ghost damage. Oh my god.
Spook!
Spook indeed. Okay. It just goes, okay, come on, Cactus, we can do it. Leech seed. 1d4 for leech seed. Someday. Nope, that's a 1. Okay. Well, 1
But not
damage to
today.
you. Do I even recover that 1 damage then? Because I feel like that's already halved, so it's not.
I mean,
you should still get like it's a minimum of 1 on the thing, right?
Yeah, I don't think you can go below.
Worst case
1.
scenario.
It would be really unfortunate if they like could completely nullify it, you know?
Yeah.
Alright.
Unless you took like no damage.
Yeah,
But
it's gonna be like, well, let's try it again.
Immune.
Let's try to absorb, so I'm gonna roll another jump because I'm guessing Zubat's still up in the air.
Oh yeah. Oh yes. Asani's got a 20-foot reach, so
Oh my god. God. Okay, disadvantage on absorb. No, that's not good.
No.
Nope. Flops back down without having done anything. It's like breathing heavily, not because it's hurt so much, because it's just exhausted.
not used to jumping.
yeah. Oh man. See, and this is why it's called training, you know, because like that Cacti is getting a workout, he's working his glutes, thighs.
Doesn't
I mean,
have glutes and thighs.
Just keep doing what you're doing, sweetie.
Yeah.
Spook.
That was minimum damage.
That was. Cacnea heaving from
It's
the
just a
floor.
small.
Will go ahead and take the leech seed damage. That is 3, so 1.
1.
And I will gladly restore 1.
1.
1 HP. And will absolutely attempt to jump up and once again. No.
Nice.
Oh, no.
I'm not gonna roll. I'm not gonna roll. It
Absolutely.
flops over and is prone.
Oh no.
You tired?
Falls on his face.
Oh no.
Run, sir.
Best
Poor
Cacnea.
pinata.
Right, well, I mean, Zubat sees it, and like she kind of feels bad, but at the same time, it's like this is a battle. He's just gonna call out a bite real quick. She's gonna dart down.
Okay.
So that it's prone, so she can get advantage and maybe get a flinch. But
okay, I will. Okay, I will go ahead and use another spiky shield and try to use up my last PP for that because I have one more left. Come on. Nah. Oh, okay.
Oh, we're so close.
Oh, what is that? 7 dark damage? And
Yep.
a flinch? Is it a flinch?
no, it's
No.
not. It's not a no.
Okay. Oh my god, this cacnea looks like it's on the verge of tears. Not like literally,
No,
just out of
baby.
frustration, but you are close enough to it. Or did you get back up?
Yeah, she's gonna go back up because it did use its reaction to try that. So just gonna go back up. Just kind of.
Bye.
You're gonna have to really work for it, Cacnea, but I respect the hustle.
Oh my god. Okay, Leech Seed, 2 points of grass damage to you. I recover
So
1.
1 point back to
One
Cacnea.
hit point back to Cacnea. And Jim just kind of goes, "You've been doing so well, sweetheart. Just try it one more time." She kind of heaves herself to her feet, takes a couple of breaths, and is gonna jump again. Okay, that's a
Come on,
12.
baby.
Disadvantage. But we will go for another absorb.
Not as bad as it could have been, though.
It's true. That's
Oh,
natural.
that
Falls back down to prone again on the other side, and face down now, just not even getting up.
Oh no.
Oh.
Oh no.
Baby.
Alright, give me once.
This cacnea is having a time. It lived a lot longer than I expected it to be honest.
Right?
With all of the disadvantages that it has, I did not expect it to survive this long against the effect.
Okay, my bad. Somebody tried to call me, but it was a telemarketer, but it cut out the mic for a second. What I miss?
You're good. No, we were just talking about poor cacnea.
Poor Cacnea.
It survived longer than
Living longer than
we
that
thought
one.
it would.
Oh,
Alright. No.
well, is it standing or prone?
No,
as
it
a
fell
speed
back down.
rabbit?
Like it fell like face down after that natural one of the absorb, and he's just laying on the ground flat.
Okay, well, she's gonna go back down then if it's laying down.
For bite.
Yeah.
Okay.
Pity bite.
19 will hit. That is more than enough. As you bite the cacnea, you just hear and sadly, Jim returns the cacnea and goes, "Oh, buddy. Wow, that was painful to watch. Kid is the winner."